Okay, I probably should have done this a couple of videos ago, but whatever. If you're a new player and you're wondering how it was that I knew that there were a couple of items that I could get for the blacksmith in town that were going to be helpful for my build, the answer to that question is basically right here in front of you. It's grimtools.com, and it's a great website for all sorts of things, any kind of research that you want to do about the game. You can get builds. You got a build calculator, so you can sort of plan your own build out. You got world map and checklist, just so you can like chart your progress. And then there's an item database, and this is the key thing right here: is the item database. So I know two things about the build that I was doing. I was going to be doing elemental damage, and I was going to be using Pinetti's replicating missile. So the first thing that you can do is you can type in Pinetti, and you can see if there's any items in here that are going to be useful for Pinetti's replicating missile, and you can see that there are. Now, I currently have Legendary clicked. I'm going to turn that one off because Legendary you're not going to get until later in the game anyway, like way later. Where things get helpful is when you look up rares, and you're going to be looking up MIs. This means monster infrequent, and you want to try to find monster infrequents that are going to be spawning spawning at a low level. So this is level 30, so that's still a little bit too late to the game. This one here. Now, this one here is level 12, so this one you actually have a chance of getting. And so this one here, you can see that if it'll give you +3 to replicating missile, so it's basically a 3 free skill points as long as you have the item equipped, and it gives you extra crit damage, and it takes away energy cost to help with so you don't run out of energy. So this is a good item to get, and you can see it drops randomly. Now this one here is another one, and it gives you elemental damage. It's +2 to Pinetti's replicating missile, and it has this extra thing. 10% of the time it'll shoot out these little Aether missiles, and so it's great. It'll give you some extra damage. It starts at 15, and it has a blueprint there. If this blueprint means that if you find the blueprint in the game and you learn it, you can basically go to your blacksmith and he will make the thing for you. And so that's basically how I knew I was able to make this thing. And as you saw earlier, the first one I did, I got really lucky, and I got an extra bonus to it, which gave me some like extra damage. Just because it gave me an extra granted skill. So that's the first thing that you can do is you can search for the specific skill that you're going to be making use of. The next thing is you can look for the damage type. So if I'm looking up elemental damage, you type that in, and you get all these things. And so you'll see there's a lot more items that you can look at. This is a Death's Whisper hood. It draws from Master Ravok. Okay, so you just have to go find out who that is. Oh, and if you want to find out who that is, you can just basically go here and look for the spawn locations, and it's at Fort Heron, and it'll give you a map. This is the inside, so you might not know where this is. So you go to the outside, and then this is basically the entire map right here. So we're starting at where's Fort Heron? Fort Icon Fort. I already forgot where it was. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, you can see that this is the entire map here, and we started in Devil's Crossing, and we worked up over this way, and then you can go over here, and if you go to Fort Heron, then you can beat that guy, and maybe you'll have a chance to get the loot. This is the drop rates for it, and maybe it can't drop that early. Okay, well, whatever. So, yeah, similar thing. You just type in elemental damage, and it'll tell you the items that you can get. You'll see that there's sometimes it'll be from a faction. So this is from the Devil's Crossing faction. That's your basic home base. I'm going to sneeze now. Excuse me. Pardon me. Okay, so this is like an item that you can buy from that faction salesman that's in town. You just have to build up a faction standing with them, and then you'll have a chance to buy the thing. And then further on down, there was I can't remember what kind of, was it a mace or a scepter? I can't remember what it was. Scepter. Scepter. Okay. No, that's from a faction. That's from a monster. So it must have been a mace. Was it a mace? Mace. One-handed maces. Yeah, I think this was the thing I got, right? Yeah, I believe this is the one I got. So yeah, this one does elemental damage, and so it doesn't help out the skill for the replicating missile, but it does help with Iskander's Elemental Exchange, which in turn gives you bonuses to your elemental damage, if I am understanding the skill correctly. And yeah, that lets you that lets you basically, just gives you extra bonuses to your damage with that item. And you can do this for all sorts of things. If you're looking up, different kinds of resistances, you can look that up as well. And yeah, and you can also you don't want to really plan around legendaries like for the early game, but you can plan around, or you can try to hunt down some epic items, because epic items do drop really early. So let's see if we can find one. Yeah, so let's get rid of the rares. Looking for early items. So yeah, here's an example. This is level 24. It's another crown, and it gives bonus to elemental exchange. And what else we got here? Let's go down further. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Come on, keep going. There. Keep going. A lot of shoulders. Yeah, so these are level 30 chest armors, level 30 gloves. This is level 60 something, so not useful for us. Not seeing many things for this. Oh, wait, here we go. All right, so this is Cruel Edge. This is a it gives you, well, it actually converts elemental damage to physical damage, so this probably wouldn't be as helpful for us, but it's spawning at level 14. So if you decided that you wanted to use Shattering Smash as your as one of the abilities that you're taking advantage of in your build, then you could use that. This one drops at 25, and it does do elemental damage. So anyway, this item database is really good for looking up things that can be useful for your build. You can look up pretty much everything in the game. You got relics, you got augments, you got components, consumables, all of these things here. You can check them all out, and if they drop early enough, then you can try to hunt them down and throw them on your build. Okay, let's get to some gameplay. Okay, we finished the first half of Act 2, kinda. I'm going to be focusing on trying to push through to the end of Act 2, which I'm basically going to try to get all the way to Homestead in this one. So I'm going to blast through really, really quickly, and here we go. Ow. Now is my, yeah, okay, my pierce resist is good here. Okay, let's go through. Okay, now I've accepted that quest there, but I'm probably not going to be doing it in this video. The main reason why is that there's, you have to fight some bosses that are a little bit tough, I've found, and I prefer not to do them until I've got my build like properly sorted out. That said, I accepted the quest anyway. This is a pretty good. This is a pretty good amulet to get. I don't know if I'm going to be using it because I think my current amulet, yeah, my current amulet has like tons of really good resist, so I'm not going to bother putting it on. But it is a good one. Now this, these are some good pants. At least these ones are starting to drop. Hopefully, I'll get something that has more appropriate resistances. Let's get the. Let's level this up. Now, I'm not digging the damage that I'm doing right now, so I'm gonna actually... What am I gonna do? Well... whatever, just push ahead. Probably nerfing my damage output a little bit, but that's okay. Or one thing I will do is I will get my devotion point done. Okay, these are good shoulders. These are worth keeping in mind. My boots are better. My helmet's better. This is elemental damage. If it had the other ones, if it had better resistances, I might go with it. I'll keep it in mind anyway. And that's the healing thing. I'm okay when it comes to that stuff. Oh, should have read the description on that. Okay.
Can't do that yet.
I will kill the first of the 3 bosses you got to get on that quest, but apart from that, I'm gonna just ignore them. Ow. As you can see from time to time, these guys are actually hitting kind of hard, which should, you know, let you know the importance of pierce resistance, because I'm up at 70, I'm still getting whacked kind of hard. So... I'm just going to clear out the surrounding area first. Oops. Okay, let's go. Yeah, not great single target damage for sure. That said, it is okay for the time being. Here we go. Well, it's got the elemental damage, but it does not have good resistances.
Do that yet.
Nope. There are these, there's these 3 quest items, the Forgotten Passages, that I wanna get before I go, just because there is a recipe involved.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah, man. Jesus, die, buddy. Here's Pinky. Wonder if I should be getting elemental resist reduction for those guys. I don't know. There we go. Let's use... Did I already get that one? Oh, well. Oh, here's the Forgotten Passage. I don't remember getting that one. It must have dropped randomly. You can get early elemental resist reduction from the devotion tree. I'm wondering if it's like a not a half bad idea for some of these guys. Yeah, whatever. Let's get a little crafting item there. Now, there is a totem around here, a monster totem that's frequently around here. I will not be getting that one. That one has... it did kill me once. I was running a squishy melee character, so that was probably my own fault, but this character, even though it's doing okay, is still a bit squishy itself, so... Anyway. Let's get some more health. Alright. Do we want that? No, not yet. Okay. Where am I going here? Oh, there we go. Piercing Chaos. Ooh. Come on. These are also Piercing Chaos. There's poison and bleeding. These are good, but I'm going to save them for later.
Watch your back.
Oh, yeah, whatever. We'll do that later. Yeah, this is gonna be a long episode if I'm stopping on every one of these camps. I'm gonna try to go through a little bit faster. Come on. Now the boss at the end of this cavern is a tough one. So I do need to be a little bit careful when it comes to that guy. How am I doing? I should probably head back and sell some stuff. Yeah, I'll do that now. Yeah, see. I get that.
Come see what's left of my wares.
I really should be upgrading these pants. What is this? Pierce, poison, and bleeding? This is Pierce and elemental. Well, I don't need the elemental resistance. I will keep it as is. And still that crafted one is still doing work, so. Okay. Hopefully I can take this boss out easily. I have not been thrilled with the single target damage on this, though. Ow. Jesus. That was scary as hell. Wait. You know, there was a Mark of the Traveler. Where's it at? Mark of the Traveler. Where you at? Mark Intrigue. Or Rune of the Traveler. Ah. There we go. Mark of the Traveler. This is a good thing just to boost your movement speed up a little bit. I should mention that, like, you know, the way that I'm doing things with this, with Panetti's, it's not exactly standard, I don't think, anyway. Uh, I see a lot of, when people go Arcanist, they go with, like, Trojan Sky Shards, because it does much better damage, particularly, like, single target damage. That said, I am, yeah. And so the point of this experiment is to try to figure out if you can push through without a build guide for pretty much any skill, so.
Well, if it isn't bio, I haven't been in it. My sources are quite my job. Can't say I like. I came upon these.
Okay, so in this passage here, you have to be very, very. What is that? Oh, yeah. This passage here, you have to be very, very careful with vitality. So you want your vitality resist to be up as you go through here. And if you end up going with a vitality character, there's a lot of great items that drop in here. Like, really, really good ones. There we go. Yeah, there's a particularly fun one in here. If I find it, I'll point it out to you. What it basically does is, if you play a Necromancer character, it reduces the cooldown of was it Bone Harvest? And if you get two of them, it basically reduces the reduces the cooldown to 0. It does also reduce the range, so it doesn't come without a cost, but it is a fun little thing. Come on. Where you at? Come on.
Skill's not ready.
All right. Not this one. No, it's not me. Oh, wait. No, this one. Is it this one? No, not that one either. Not this one either. Come on, where you at? What am I doing here? I took the wrong path earlier. Yeah, man. Okay, let's, does that help me? That doesn't help me. Doesn't help me either. I am going to, what am I going to do? Basically, I'm not thrilled with my damage right now, so I don't know if I want to spread it out. That's Aether and Fire. This is Elemental and Crit. This is Aether and Elemental. Well, it increases it by a fair amount. So. Oh, should I have a point? I got 2 points. Okay. And this adds a fair amount of elemental damage here, so that looks good. There's another boss that's a bit tanky coming up at just before Homestead, so we'll be able to. Okay, yeah, some of these are looking pretty good. They might lead to energy problems, but Wrong way. Oh, this is good. Oh no, it converts to physical damage. Oh, never mind. All right.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, this is interesting. So I lose the replicating missile, but I gain elemental damage, and I get this elemental seal, and it does elemental damage. So yeah, I may switch over to that one. Is it there I'm supposed to go to? Yeah.
So how do it work?
These are... See anything you like? Iron well spent.
Yep.
I wasn't sure you'd... I wish I'm going to check it.
I'll skip the pleasantry. The Legion is split on two fronts.
Okay, so I will be I'm gonna be ending the video here because we got to Homestead, and I am due for a gear upgrade. I gotta look at some of this gear and figure it out. This armor is way too low. This armor is starting to get kind of low. That's okay. Some of this stuff is okay. That's low. This is from like early Act 2. That's looking low too. So I really do need like some armor improvements. But I'm just basically might have to plan it all out from scratch. So I'm not going to sell any of this stuff. And in the beginning of the next video, I'll go through, I don't know, my process of just trying to, have a overall armor upgrade while still maintaining everything I need for resistances. But that'll be it for now. And yeah, all right, take care.